Enhanced Consultancy contacted the Department of Education and Training, and what we did was we developed partnerships with Oberon High School and McKillop College in designing a program that was innovative and was something that hasn't been done before in regards to engaging young people in a kinesthetic type way of learning, building the communication skills of young people so they actually could build ethical, consensual, respectful relationships.
We really desperately needed a way for kids to understand how to relate to each other, how to get on as a group. There were many different issues within year groups in terms of student relationships, relationships with kids and their parents, and also relationships between teachers and students.
I heard about the program from students and teachers because it had been run previously in the school a few years before, and it was really considered a very successful program. So I was very, very pleased when we were talking to our welfare team about the possibility of running it again.
It's like a small town in like the middle of nowhere, Central West, you know, like population about 3,000 people.
5,000.
And the area population is about 5,000.
We have the smallest high school in New South Wales. Farmers.
So footy culture. Like our year was like the worst for fighting, like every second day. We just have fights, just random ones.
Enhanced Consultancy actually, to do this, developed a partnership with Desert Pea Media, where Toby Finlayson and myself actually delivered interactive workshops to Year 9 and Year 10 in their PD-HPE sessions.
What it is basically a set of exercises that gives young people the opportunity to act out and role play and analyse and create a dialogue around the issues that they're confronted with in relationships.
I thought it was just going to be like another boring lesson where people come in and talk to us.
I thought we'd do lots of theory and stuff, but we didn't. It was fun.
It was different. Old.
You weren't boring and we could actually listen to you and learn something.
We related to you. You weren't old and scary and cranky. And
it showed us what a relationship actually means instead of just going out to have run feral and just think, oh, we can go do this to anybody. But, yeah.
Because this is the time when, you know, people are changing and they're maturing and actually understanding what's going on.
I think relationships are different because yeah, people actually respect girls and boys now. No, it's just different. People have like actual relationships where back then we'd just go out, kiss someone, break up the next day. That's about it.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is this thing called image theatre, right? It's really simple, it's really easy, it's actually kind of fun, right? It's a new way of learning stuff. So, but what it is, it's like a language. So we've got to learn how to speak this language before we can use it to tell stories and to start working stuff out, right?
So it's really good group dynamics and it's really good teaching technique, and that's been a real positive.
What I want you guys to do this time is to make an image of an unhealthy relationship. Okay, so what we just made was an image of the real situation. What I want you to do now is make an image of the ideal situation.
The benefit of the program is it's not just a chalk and talk program. It's not the repetitive learning that the students seem to go through in the mainstream of school. There's a lot more hands-on, practical, more innovative ways to try and open up their learning experiences with this area. It's an area that can be very dull and boring in a classroom, but if you open it up and make it more fun and enjoyable, then the kids will seem to take it on board and get a deeper understanding to it.
Another process that Desert Pea Media uses a lot is hip-hop workshops. So again, using hip-hop as a tool, as a language to get young people to articulate social and cultural issues and advocate awareness of these things and break down how, as a community, we can deal with these issues using a popular culture form like hip-hop, which is something that, again, it's a language that young people speak, it's a dialogue that they're connected with.
They all listen to their music, they're all into their iPods, they're all into the rap and the hip-hop and stuff like that, but to, you know, achieve some of the outcomes that you're trying to do through that medium has been probably the most exciting thing for the kids, because they get really interested in it and drawn into it and play a role in it.
Well, it's a story about love gone rough. Shazza was pretty and Dazza was buff, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, it seemed like a dream. Things for Shaz ain't quite what they seem.
It started off happy, magical, fantastic.
Always together
Like connected by elastic. Things got tragic, situation drastic. Crikey, Shaz, what happened to the magic?
Ring, 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 nobody's home. She never comes out, never answers her phone. Saw her down the street.
Shaz dad's been violent.
Oh, nah, my brain's on silent. Well, it's a story about love gone rough.
Shazza was pretty and Dazza was buff.
But it wasn't enough, yeah, it seemed like a dream. Things for Shaz ain't quite what they seem.
Saturday night, there's a party downtown.
Where the hell's that Shaz? I haven't seen her around.
That Daz is a clown.
Can't leave her place. She got tears in her eyes and bruises on her face.
After weeks and weeks, we got Shazza out shopping. She finally confessed that the violence ain't stopping. Got shocked, chin dropped, didn't know what to do. Made it crystal clear that we'll be there for you. Well, it's a story about love gone rough.
Shazza was pretty and Dazza was buff.
But it wasn't enough, yeah, it seemed like a dream. Things for Shaz ain't quite what they seem. Need support, need courage, need to talk to your mates. Need to deal with it right now, before it's too late. Got a bad boyfriend, got a violent spouse. Call the counsellors, the cops, or Veritas house. Well, it's a story about love gone rough.
Shazza was pretty and Dazza was buff.
But it wasn't enough, yeah, it seemed like a dream. Things for Shaz ain't quite what they seem.
You guys 2 years ago did the Better Futures Get Real at Relationships program in Year 9, and what we want to do now is we're actually going to do something similar with Year 10 starting today, but you guys have been picked to be the peer educators for this program.
This year we're peer educators and our role is to educate the younger years in relationships and bullying and whatnot.
Raise like awareness about different types of bullying and how people can be affected from it.
And they're planning sessions right now that are group work sessions, which even experienced teachers sometimes balk at group work situations, whereas these kids at least are out there and confident to try something, and that comes from the way that it has been presented and the way it's been given to them.
We've organised a program for the other kids in the school for literacy, to teach them about sexting and behaviour online, to try and explain to the kids what negative effects sexting and behaviour online can have on them and how to avoid it.
And what consequences that can come from it.
The peer educators have done promotional programs in the school around respectful relationships. They've facilitated White Ribbon Day campaigns in the school, and they've actually developed and ran workshops to Year 7 right through to Year 11 in the high schools.
I mean, I think the most important part of all this work is, as Lisa was saying, sustainability. I think the concept of the peer educators coming from participants to facilitators, which is kind of what they've done over the 3 years. Now they're facilitating workshops for the rest of the school. They're driving the message of healthy and respectful relationships.
I said it's not hard to do because we want to do it and we want to help the kids learn about stuff like this. Like, it's not, we have to do it, so we want to do it.
They've developed that, I guess, confidence and self-esteem to talk to you guys that way. They're now transferring that across the school and talking to staff in a far more mature manner, and I think that's the thing that I've really picked up. The current group of peer mentors are probably the best group of Year 11 kids I've seen in the school in terms of the way they're relating to staff and the way that they are happy to get in and really make a difference with that social context within school.
I would like to see Better Futures keep running in the school. It's a program that's made a significant difference. It also relates very much to our PD health program. It ties in with that as well.
The school and the young people actually took control of this program and built the sustainability of it. And respectful relationships are now part of the agenda and part of the culture of the school that we were working with.